I know that I could always sign a non-compete. Sometimes you do non-competes. I could always go to a different area of town. So I wouldn't non-compete the whole town or whatever. I could always restart again. That's how come I was able to build them and sell them. But I want to put this in your head because oftentimes there's things in your business that you can sell off that are not equipment, that are not trailers, that are not trucks, but actual business activities that you're doing. Maybe it's your landscaping. Maybe you're like, yo, I've got a good list of landscaping customers or a good list of tree customers, or I've got a good list of et cetera, right? And I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have employees doing it anymore, or I have a few employees in there, but it's a good crew in place, it's a good truck in place, but I don't want the crew and truck in place, right? I don't want them in place anymore. You can sell that off. You know what I mean? I've sold off tons of crews, right? You just go to the guys and say, hey, look, we got a new owner, sold to this guy, and boom, it's done. I've had very, very good success, very little problems doing that, and I've been able to raise cash on the side when I've needed to expand into something different, something I was interested in playing with. One time I sold off a company and literally just started a biodiesel company. It didn't work out, right? But I learned a lot about biodiesel. I learned a lot about engines. I will go back to that process. I learned how much funding it really takes to do it right. But it gave me an entire year, a year and a half, to just go try a new idea, right? And then ultimately that idea didn't pan out. So I went back and I built up another route and I sold it off because I didn't know how to do this stuff. If you guys want to learn how to build routes fast, lawn maintenance routes, account routes, et cetera, we've got the course out there on onsite.supply so we can further the discussion on Snapchat about potentially selling off sections of your business, what they might be worth, how you do it. And like I said, the easiest way is to have a real clean spreadsheet with all that data, all that information, put it on Craigslist. That's the first thing you do, right? Just to start fielding calls, just to start see what's out there. Second thing you do is make flyers, put them out in lawn supply stores, put them out in landscape supply stores. The third thing you do is go through your list. You're like, oh, you know what? I know this one guy. Trying to expand his business. Matt Lamar, he's in my town. Let me call him up and see if he's interested in expanding his lawn business, right? Just call him up, say, hey man, I'm thinking about getting out of the industry, or getting out of the northern section of town, or whatever. And you can call up these different dudes you know, and very likely a couple of them are going to be like, you know what, I'd love to have a second truck on the road for spring right now. I'm really trying. I got a couple guys that were a little slow. I'd like to actually do that. And then boom, you're out, they're in, you're all good. And so I want to drop that in your head because it is one way that I know for sure to make some very, very good cha-ching. Maybe you've got Caleb Allman's new course. It's fantastic. Maybe you've got that and you're like, dude, I think I could kill it in pavers. I just need to scale down what I'm doing. So if you've got 5-6 days of maintenance accounts, maybe you want to scale it down to 2 or 3. Enough to pay the bills. You can sell that stuff off, pay some things off, put some cash in the bank, and now you've got your time open and you've got some cash to work with to try something a little bit different. So you guys have a good morning. I've got stuff to get to. I'll talk to you later.